Okay, let's get started. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you for coming by. And as you know that we have a pretty fancy car is on sale, and you are the first buyers that contact me. Although I already got an offer from someone else, but
Mhm.
since you're the first one, so
Mhm.
I figured maybe we should look at the car together and decide whether you want to buy it or not.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Actually, I'm just wondering why you are selling your car.
Oh, this is not my car actually. This is my cousin's car.
Oh, okay.
um, he's a military in Europe.
Mhm.
That's why he owns this kind of cars.
Mhm.
And he just want to sell it, and he's not here in person, so I take cover for him.
Okay. Do you have the decision-making power?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I think
Good
so.
to know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering. Is there any initial idea from your cousin's side, and what's his expectation?
Um, I think for him, he have some expectation. But at the same time, we were looking at it online as well. Compare with similar cars. As you know, this car is actually four door, right?
Mhm.
And unfortunately, I don't think we've seen like four door comparable online. But at the same time, in the same series, we do see some two door model that's selling around 900. No, I'm sorry, 9,000 if in excellent condition. And I think you just basically observe the car, and everything is pretty much, in good shape. Um, we were basically looking at similar price range to sell
Mhm.
this.
I see. So, unfortunately, from my side, is
Okay.
for me, I noticed that there are some rust and dings in your car, and
Mhm.
also, for me, I don't mind if it is a four doors or two doors. I'm just the current car model is pretty similar, exactly the same to the one I have right now.
Okay.
So that is why I'm interested in having the similar things. And also the car I have is from my father,
Mhm.
and for me it's like having similar cars, so I can keep some memory of him. That is a main motivation on my side. So mm, I think overall, I'm not sure. Do you have some initial and number you can give?
All right. Let me get
Mhm.
get this straight. So
Mhm.
you're basically saying you already have a car which is very
Yes.
similar as this.
Exactly the same model, same year.
And may I ask,
Mhm.
what's the reason for you to buy another one, like with
Oh,
similar
okay.
style and?
Yeah. So my car is pretty good. Just a
Okay.
little bit of damages on the car, on the
Okay.
doors.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking either I fix the door problem or have you know, another car exactly the same model. So
Mhm.
still have the memory of keep the memory of my father. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. It's good to
Mhm.
know. So your car is also four doors?
Yes, exactly.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that you're totally right. We admit that there is some light rust,
Mhm.
around the car and some dings here and there.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
if you notice that this, on the driver's side, all the doors in very good shape, right?
Mhm.
There's no rust and dings at all.
Mhm.
And you know, my cousin actually named this car like the
Mhm.
Batmobile because it looks really cool, a little bit
Mhm.
like the car in the Batman TV shows, right?
Mhm.
So we were thinking to basically get a relatively good deal on this,
Mhm.
but on top of that, we do understand that you have some concern about appearance of the cars and the
Mhm.
damage. So
Mhm.
then why don't we consider to lower the price a little bit? Let's say 9K as a standard of reference. Why don't we give like a 10% discount on top of that? Make it like 8.1K. How's that?
This is definitely above my range. So I have a question here.
Mhm.
How strong? What is the motivation for your cousin to sell it? do you still want to keep it, or you have to sell it for some other financial reasons?
No, we don't have financial concern. He just
Mhm.
basically, um, essentially, the car was right now in his parents' garage,
Mhm.
right? And he asked me to sell it for you, for him because his parents are moving out soon, right?
Mhm.
So they basically have no space for the car.
Mhm.
So I either sell it for him
Mhm.
or I have to keep it, you know, for him, right?
Mhm.
So I also and he also mentioned that I got half of the split, for whatever price we're selling, right?
Mhm.
So I have strong motivation to sell it instead. That's the
Mhm.
reason we're meeting and
Mhm. Okay.
But I think you mentioned one thing is
Does he
even
need the money, or you need the money right now?
not necessarily right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you mentioned that even for 8.1K
Mhm.
is far above your expectation. Like, can you
Exactly.
tell me a
So,
little bit more about
the
your
reason
expectation?
why is I can give you some reference standard. Yes.
Okay.
My car is in still pretty good shape right now.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the only thing I need to do is probably I have to fix my door damage here,
Mhm.
and the cost is significantly lower.
Mhm.
And so I'm not willing to pay more than the maintenance fee or a repair fee for the current car door. So um, so so for me, as I'm not strongly needed a whole car. The
Okay.
only thing is if I could fix the door, and I could definitely save a lot of money on my side, and I don't have the budget for the whole car. So I'm just wondering, there's one proposal from my side is,
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
if you are not strongly needed the money, it is possible that so we can probably replace the car door of my car. You can still keep your car, and as long as nobody's driving it right now, I wonder if that is the case.
Well,
So
you think?
the car is just in the garage, right?
Mhm.
So nobody's using
Well,
it right now.
I think that's you basically just sell my car door to you, right?
Mhm.
I think that's a great proposal for
Mhm.
value creation,
Mhm.
but that's not
Your
what
plan.
my cousin would
Okay.
allow me to do. He wanted me to
Okay.
sell the entire car.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
Otherwise, I get no money, and he's gonna complain about
Mhm.
this whole day.
Mhm.
So I understand that's a good proposal, but we
Mhm.
probably cannot do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
But at the same time, can I ask
Mhm.
you one thing? Is
Sure.
you mentioned that
Mm.
the other alternative you're concerned is just spend more money to fix all
Right.
the damage you have.
Yes.
Do you have like a bulk number about how much you had to spend on that?
Uh, I don't have it.
Okay.
But why you're asking this one, repairing is much cheaper than having the whole car, and especially the proposal you
Totally
have right
agree,
now,
totally
right?
agree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thinking maybe we can
Mhm.
find some middle ground. Which is
Mhm.
definitely still much higher than your repair price,
Right.
but we can try to lower it down
Mhm.
to kind of compensate
Mhm.
this, but essentially you understand that I know that you probably don't need the entire car,
Mhm.
but that's the only package we can deliver, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But we will try to consider that based on how much repair costs
Okay.
you need to invest.
Okay. Okay. So my budget for this one is original budget is only $1,000,
Okay.
and that is the point I think I can give.
Mhm.
And how about you? What do you think?
1,000
Mhm.
is probably too low.
Mhm,
1,000 is
mhm.
probably too low.
Mhm.
I think that's. Let me think about it. 1,000 is way too low. What can I do here? But you know what? I think one thing we miss here is basically, let's say you spend like, like couple of $1,000 to and buy my car, right?
Mhm.
You can sell your old car though, so
Mhm.
that's basically compensate I mean, maybe part of the
Mhm.
money that you spend on my car.
Sure.
Right? So I think that we should also take that into account.
Sure.
right?
Sure. Mhm. Mhm.
So do you actually have estimation, how much do you think your car gonna be like worse on the market? Right now, let's say no repair, you just sell it.
You basically means we are exchanging our car, right? That is the basic idea. Because after exchange, you buy my car, I keep your car. So
No.
basically,
I'm just saying that
Mhm.
you're probably gonna spend much more than the repair cost. Than let's say much higher than 1 or 2K. But the
Mhm.
problem is right after you get my car, you can
Mhm.
sell your old car, right? Say you buy this
No.
for 7K, then you sell your old car for 5K, things like that. I mean, essentially you just spend 2K or something like that, right? I mean, or you know,
No, I'm not planning to sell it.
you are not planning to
Right,
sell it.
yeah, unless you're interested in having the car, because it still work, and just the door has some problem over there.
But if you have two cars, you know,
No, I cannot keep two cars.
right? So
And-
that's what I'm saying. If you
Mhm.
buy my car, then
Mhm.
most likely you have to sell your old one, right?
Or donate it,
Or donate it.
right.
I mean, for yourself benefits point of view, probably selling
Mhm.
is a better choice.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm just saying that the delta price itself is what really mattered to you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably you can get a very good deal for selling it as well. Then you probably spend a very little compared with repair cost.
Mm-hmm. No, but I don't think that is work on me.
Okay, so what about this? What about
Mm-hmm.
let's forget about the 8.11K. I
Mhm.
give you 50% discount. That's all I can give. Like 9K standard price become 4.5.
Sorry, I don't think that works unless you can buy my car.
Unless I
Mhm.
can. But how much are you going to sell it though? I mean, if I were to buy your car, how much are you planning to sell it though?
How about this? If I sell my car to you and you sell your car to me,
Mhm.
I pay additional premium for you, like, it's like upgrade my car, and because your car doesn't have the door problem, even though you have some like rust and things.
Mhm.
So I would probably pay a little bit more than 1K, but I think that is the most.
1K to my car?
Yeah.
No, that's way below what my cousin asked me to sell though.
Mm-hmm.
I really cannot say. I really cannot sell the car for that price range.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know.
You said you can keep the half of the price, right?
I
So
will
even-
keep whatever price you sell it.
Mhm.
You know, I sell it to you, then half of that. Yeah.
Do you need my car or do you need a car?
For my case,
Mhm.
probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
I see. Okay, so I think probably 1.5K, 1,500. I think that's
1.5K.
probably the things I can offer right now.
That's 1/3 of the price I just
Mhm.
proposed.
Mhm.
Maybe 1/6 of the
Mhm.
price.
Mhm.
Oh, that's way too low.
Mhm.
That's way too low.
So what is the maximum you can accept then?
I think the maximum I can do is
Or minimum on your
let's
side?
cut it to half again.
Mhm.
I give you 50%, and
Mhm.
let's say I give you another 50% on top of that.
Mhm.
Let's say 2.25. How about that?
2.25.
Yeah.
No, that's still above my bar.
Is that still above your bar?
Right, yeah. You mentioned 2.25, I
Yeah.
offered 1.5. Can we make it somewhere in between?
How about 2 then?
No, sorry. that
Two
not
is sti-
working.
How about 1.9? That's the lowest I can go.
No.
1.9.
How about this one?
1.75? 1.75, that's in the middle of 1.5 and 2 though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is something like, this car I got from my father.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's do 1.8.
No,
1.8.
1.75.
1.8, come on, 1.8. Let's make it a deal, 1.8. How about that?
Okay,
Okay, great. Very nice to have a deal with you, Julia.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
1.8.
you.